Hello everybody, my name is Ray from the Kind of One YouTube channel, and welcome back to May with Ray. Now, you're probably wondering, wait a minute, this looks like Bedrock Edition. Well, that's because, my friend, it is. I am on my Nintendo Switch, as you can see here. I used to play Minecraft on the Nintendo Switch, like a lot. And because of this, I have a lot of worlds. Today, I thought it'd be fun to do a bit of a blast from the past and have a look at some of these worlds. Because I feel like it would just be fun, you know. So, we've got worlds from July of last year, and then that's the newest world, I guess. Every other world after that has been opened over a year ago. The furthest one being the 29th of the 1st of 2023, which is insane, in my opinion. So we're going to be having a look through all of this. We're going to be seeing what we can find. Let's see what this world has. This is a testing world. I remember I had a testing world that I had from like 2020 to like 2024 or something. It got Thanos snapped, but no apparent reason. I don't remember how or when or what happened to it. So yeah, instead we have got this. Oh, it's weird. Oh, there's an input delay. That's really weird. Anyway, this is really odd. This one looks like it has a house at least. We'll see if this one has anything interesting. Okay, let's see what is in this. Oh, I remember this. So this was, well, I last opened it 2024, but this was a project I had in 2023 where I wanted to build a town, and like each house was like one of my friends. Wow, yeah, it's kind of cool. I am sorry to whoever store this is. And oh my gosh. For one, I just want to mention, this is really cool. This like bridge that I made. What is? Connection bridge. Okay. Caution, broken bridge. Walk on sides. The sides that you can barely walk on, that is. I really like what I did down here. Ooh, the droopiness as well. This is kind of cool, actually. And I really like the stalactites. And then there was just nothing. And then there's just this massive tree. What is in this massive tree? How do you get... Oh, okay, there's a ladder. What is in here? Oh, there's different levels. So in the first, there's a dog, there's a bed, and you can go up, and there's a spyglass, because that's... Oh, there's 2 spyglasses, because that's useful. Aha, they say. And then going up a bit further, you've got... What? That, okay. You've got a shulker box, and you just have even more ahas. That's interesting, I will say. Alright, we're gonna move on now to... Oh, I used to do this thing. Let me know if you want me to actually continue, or actually do a proper season of this. But I used to do this thing called 1 Year World, where I had 1 year to do, or 1 Minecraft year, so 365 Minecraft days to do as much as I could in the world. That was fun. If you want me to, I am more than willing to do another one. Run it back. I did 3 seasons, apparently, and I am pretty sure that I did not finish any of them. So we're gonna go in probably backwards order, so Season 3, Season 2, Season 1. Because Season 1 I am most proud of. Even in Minecraft you'll get hungry So try to find something to eat before that happens. Nice. Now, in the 1 Year World, I always had a few challenges that friends or just other people gave me. And I had to try and complete those challenges, which means I had a challenge board. I remember this season I tried, and oh my! Well, I'm in survival, and I am at a farm. Of course, I just go straight to farming. Okay, so it's like a full thing farm. Interesting. And then, okay, I do a firework rockets. I've got a trident, which is kind of cool. Oh, I remember one of my challenges was to make a Mario Kart course. And I decided that I wanted to try and make Boo Lake. So this is what this is, Boo Lake. I'll put like a thing on screen of like Boo Lake. I might even, yeah, I don't know how I'll do it, but I wanted to try and recreate that. So you see that I was starting to get somewhere, but, you know, I wouldn't really do any more. Because I think at this point I got Minecraft on, like, my laptop. So I didn't necessarily have the want. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I reckon it'd be really, really cool if I were. Shows days played. Okay, how many days have I played? How accurate was I? 156, wow. Okay, so I did play. Oh. Here's my base. Oh my gosh. So I got about a bit under halfway. Okay, I do remember Bedrock Edition being really known for their lag. Okay, maybe it isn't Bedrock Edition not being known for their lag. Yeah, I was pressing the wrong button. It's just me not being known for remembering how to play the game. Okay, we'll go back up. And I remember this. Alright, I know that I had like a hobbit hole for a base. This is really interesting. Alright, we're gonna very laggily sleep through the night. Alright, we're back. Day 157. And so there's a thing down there. What's in here? A lot of things. Even more, a lot of diamond pickaxes. Things, and let me guess, things. What's in here? Oh! There is a bubble column. I wonder where the bubble column takes us. Okay, is this like a whoa. 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 What in the world? What in the world? What? What? Well, I remember doing it now, but I don't remember doing this. Whoa. That's got nothing. Oh my. Oh my. That is a lot of granite. That's a bit of andesite. That's stone. Is this all just full of stone? I think what I wanted to do was to make... That was eventually going to be the mega base, where I was going to dig all that out. Then, I don't really remember what I was going to do, but I felt like it was something dark. Let's see... Oh, this is the nether portal, yeah. And I had it out like that. That's kind of cool. Now remember out here... Doors are so hard. I don't know why I made it so annoying. I remember out here, this was like a vault? I think this was going to be my storage room. Yeah, and then those were going to be special things that I have, like... That's a skull catalyst, I'm pretty sure that I got from killing a warden. And then milk. Milk. Why so much milk? And why? Okay, I feel like there's a lot that I need to go through. That was probably a challenge. I don't know why I didn't have, like, one of my boards to show how long I've been playing. That's an iron farm that I made. That's a live spawning pink sheep called Pinky. I think... Oh, I'll show you about that character later. I'm curious to know. I'm pretty sure that was decently efficient. And then I did nothing in the nether in this world, I'm pretty sure. I was told that I had to make what's it called? A, like, circus or a castle or something. Oh yeah! In this season, I had a book, and this book and quill told me everything. Okay, so, before this, it was 156. What day did I actually think it was? Wait, wrong one. Day 149, so it's day 50 now. So I was 7 days off, which is actually kind of impressive. I'm proud of myself for only being 7 days off. With the latest series, I don't know how close I'm gonna get, to be honest. I feel like I'm gonna be either way higher or way lower. Other than this, though, I know that that Statue of Liberty was... Ouch! I know that the Statue of Liberty was a build that I had to do. And then this was all of the spruce that I cut down for the Blue Lake. Nice! Loading into Season 2, I just clicked onto Season 2. Loading into it makes me remember that I know that I did a lot of things in Season 2. I don't really remember the things though. Well, I'm in the nether. That's an interesting start, still without a nether hub. That is splendid. I do not remember my base at all for Season 2. Yay! Okay, why are we at -20? Why is there netherrack? Oh, this was the Mushroom Island world. I remember this. Yeah. Oh wow, I had armored shrooms in this world? I am very surprised. Yeah, okay. I remember this now. So, because my thing couldn't be connected up over there, I, had that thing. I probably should have made that look a little bit prettier. And then this is my Guardian farm, because I made a Guardian farm for my EXP, hence why I'm at 84 levels. Nice. Okay, well, I want to see, what day did I think I was on? Day 3. Oh, day 3, week 2, month 8. Okay, I need to do some math real quick. So I thought it was day 241 in this world, so I still had about 100 days left to do whatever I wanted. What day was it actually? Thought it was 241, and in actuality, 235, so I was above. I was above by, like, a few days. I'm surprised though that it was still within the week. I'm very impressed about that. That's cool. Okay, now, going over here, I remember that this was my base. I had a Mushroom Island base, where I lived off of the, mushrooms, as you can probably tell by the steak in my inventory. And this was my starter house. Oh my. Oh, you can tell that 1.19 rolled around just as this world was... Oh, this does not look great. And it is okay. Interesting. There is a lot of... Ooh. So I had a witch farm, that's what this tells me. I remember for this base though, I was getting really into Chinese culture, hence where you'll eventually see the inspiration of the base, where that comes from. A lot of mangrove that I couldn't be bothered to cut down. Some bees for no apparent reason. The carrots. This is the board to show like what day it is. Down there is a thing. I don't want to know what it is. I think here's where my villages are. And by villages, I mean, like, I had 3 villages. Welp. But I remember, there's grass, which is kind of cool. I think I tried to make a very small farm here, but it failed. If it lets me load in, this was the mushroom that I always used to go on. if you give it a second, you will see my base that I had. I remember it being so much bigger. I may have eventually wanted to go up. Nope, I did not want to go up a fourth level. Okay. Why is there a Pokeball just up there? What? I'll get back to that. But okay, it's really cool, I will say. And I do remember being really proud of this. I don't remember the lore for it, if I even had any lore for it. But this is still really, really cool regardless. I am curious though, why the heck is there a Pokeball just here? I remember that there was a challenge that I had to do, which was like slay a warden. I thought that was in the last season though, so that's what's confusing me. Let's see if I'm able to fly in. Okay, we'll do a 12. Going in. Yay, I did. Alright, nice. There was still nothing, but really cool regardless. Whatever this was. Oh, I remember. I wanted to make, like, this gave me inspiration for another base idea that do I have another rocket? Nope, I don't. This gave me inspiration for another idea that I had, where basically, like, this was on a cloud, and then I had, like, a ton of Pokeballs and stuff all flying off, like, clouds? That's a cool idea. That's a cool Cobblemon base idea. I don't know in what order I will be uploading these, but I mean, if this is before the thing that's coming tomorrow, just know that Cobblemon is back, bigger than ever on the channel, and if it's not, if it's afterwards, then that's probably a cool idea for the thing that I will be doing. Where is it? Here it is. This. And the next word I'll be showing you is where 90% of my Minecraft memories lie. Because of just how much fun I have had in these worlds. Alright. Silky! Oh, the most basic name for a Silk Touch pickaxe. And Super Sword. Okay. I don't want to do anything. I want to have a look at what I named these things. So, we had Super Sword, Silky, Perfect Pick, Triumphant Trident with without the capitalized T, Super Shovel, Amazing Axe, Brilliant Bow, that's a god bow, okay, Super Shirt, Brilliant Boots, Perfect Pants, the Yeetra, and just a netherite helmet because I couldn't be bothered. Okay, so we're gonna start here where I spawned. We're gonna deal with that thing later. I wanted to build the end in the overworld, so that's what I did. That's why there's this. I got a beacon, which is cool. Yeah, just, you know. There, it's the end in the overworld. I made this sugarcane and bamboo farm really dodgily. It's not really dodgy, but there's only like 12 of each, meaning that my rewards were basically nothing. I'm surprised 62 levels in this world. Alright, and then, yeah. I had a village over there. That was where that village is there with that house. That was where my end portal was. So I eventually I had too many plans for this world, not enough time in the world, as we will see later. We'll see how far away I was from actually hitting the year. But like that, I really wanted to like dig out the end portal and actually do something with it because of how cool and how close it was. This was Dirt Town, where I made a whole dirt village. Now, I remember this llama was very special to me because it has one heart, as we see right here, one heart. That poor llama, just one swipe of the sword and you're done for. And then, yeah, I just made a nice little town with, I think there were eventually going to be villages in it, and I'm pretty sure I started. RIP. 2020 to 2021 Creeper Chaos. So I started this world in 2020, this says. Creeper Chaos. Sad face. I made the shop. I made this 4 years ago. At least. And then you just have a fisherman. And then there was a weird little bar thing. I think there was this underground... Yeah, there's this underground thing here. An underground base. Ooh, so scary. Alright, let's see. Well, alright, yeah. I made a big thing of sugarcane, as you do. And then I made a little horse track, which is now being infested with llamas, which is interesting. And I made a little fishing hut. This, I don't remember why I built this. But it eventually turned into an aquarium where I had the 4 common types of axolotls. Sorry guys, sorry for budging in on this meeting. Wow. And then this was eventually going to be a pickle room, but sorry again guys. I was going to have a pickle room because I had a whole thing where I was like in love with pickles. Over here, yeah, I remember this. This was a graveyard because of like death. Believe it or not, death. Yeah, so this bow shot me to lava, didn't I? This is a really funny story where I got hit into lava and then I closed the game and I was hoping that like spawn, like I think I just turned off the game without saving, and then I was just pushing the control stick up so hopefully I'd get out of it in time, and it just like put me back to where I was, like without being shot off, so I survived. That was very clutch. If that didn't happen, I probably wouldn't have this world anymore. So this is my graveyard. Let's see how I died. I drowned, I Enderman, and I drowned. I suffocated in sand, and I drowned. I drowned, and I drowned. An underwater madness, which I think was drowning and a ton of other things. Zombie piglin. Nether madness. And I just died. Interesting. Over here I had a lot of potatoes for trading. And just as it's getting dark, I think it's about time we check and see how close I was to being in demise. Because as we see here, I was on my final limbs, where I was going to have 13 months, 28 days each. We're going to see how close I was. We are now at day 349 by my calculations, but by the game's calculations, and the game knows best, as I said, 349, so I was nearly at the end. Have I gone past it? 385! No! I went past it. That's really sad. So this world is technically illegal, but I don't count it. It was the memories that were playing in my heart. This was my starter base, this nice little ice thing, where, yeah, had that, the water here was just watery, and a bit of a storage system. This chest I'm very proud of, as we see here, 3 totems of undying, ooh. I thought there was a lot more in there. And then, you're probably wondering about this thing. This thing here was my mega base. Which is exactly what it sounds like. It was my mega base. Where I was nearly done with doing the floor. I don't ask why I didn't do slabs. And I tried to light it up, but you know, that sort of failed. I did inhabit this corner though, where there's nether, which didn't make a nether base or anything. There's that, and yeah, just your basic setup. I did make a super smelter though, which is kind of cool. Oh no, that's not a super smelter, that's an auto sorter. My bad. I do want to show off one more thing though in this world, which was my little villager army, let's call it. When it will eventually load. This happened a lot in the Switch days. this thing, where all of my villagers lived, and I made them, like, let me get everything. I was eventually going to get more emeralds, because I did eventually have emeralds there, but I needed emeralds to buy something, so I took them out. So yeah, that's why there's emeralds there. This was one of my proudest builds. I thought this was, like, really good. Which, I think it's still alright, but, I could do better, probably. But yeah. Alright, we are going to go into the copy of the Let's Play, because this is basically, I called it Let's Play, did this whole thing, Let's Play this Let's Play, it was kinda cringe. Anyway, yeah. The whole thing with this, and the whole concept of this was just, this was my first survival world, and the reason I did a copy and why this is in creative mode and the actual world is in survival mode is because I did the thing in survival mode 2020-2021, and then with this, I wanted to recreate everything, or finish the stuff that I didn't finish. This is my first quote-unquote mega base, which is tiny now, but I was really proud of it back in, like, 2020. Where it had the 4 turrets, it was basically just a castle. Going in, I wanted to make, like, a piston door, but I was not smart enough. Still, I'm not. And that's torch spam if I've ever seen it. Fun fact in this world, I was too scared to kill the Ender Dragon, so I got full enchanted netherite armor without ever killing the dragon. Having a look in these 4 turrets, this one here was my enchanting one. I know that the one over here, this is my super smelter. I'm curious, does this world keep all of the days that I spent overall? Like, so from the old world and the new world? Like, the pre-copy and the copy? It does! So I played 257 days in this world, which is really cool. This was just my bedroom. And then this one here was the one that I was most proud of. I was proud of only 257. I was expecting it to be more. This is my first ever pink sheep called Pinky. Oh, I got Pinko from Whimsycraft. Yeah, I called my pink sheeps Pinky. It was really cool. And then this was like my armory. And then yeah, I had the turrets going out because cool. So yeah, that was that. And then I made this. I think I made this in creative mode actually. Because sobbing. And then I made a sugarcane farm, very small, but it's alright. Made vines. And then down here was my stone mine, so I could have enough to actually do that. That went down a little bit. Don't really want to go through there though. Cobblestone generator, potato farm, nether. Again, the nether portals weren't connected, so the nether portal actually went to like about that area. Yep, just over there, you can see it on the horizon. Over here, so for reference, the base is over there. This was a skeleton farm that I made. So if we go down here, a long while, we'd get down here where I did my first texturing, and yeah, just a nice little skeleton farm. My proudest thing though, that I want to show you, was in the nether, actually, and this was the main reason that I wanted to do creative mode for this sub world, where I think there's just a few villages over there, nothing I need to worry about. I made a nether hub in this world. It's my one and only time that I've ever made it, and I am really proud of it. Oh, keep in mind that this is I think this is 1.16 that I made this world, and then I started to make this, what's it called? This nether hub, but I never finished it, so I thought I should finish it in my own time, where I got to the point where, yeah, okay. I got to the point in my world where I built the sand walls, but I didn't get any further. The sand and gravel walls. So then from there, I completely decked this place out with a really cool thing here. That's really nice. Nice little storage system, an automatic like crimson thing and warped thing, strike that, reverse it, and then a piglin bartering farm, because why not? So yeah, this was really, really cool, and I really enjoyed making this. But I think other than that, I think that's all. Which is really cool. It was a lot of fun going through memory lane, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. I want you to tell me down in the comment section below, what was your favorite world, and an extension if you want to, what was your favorite build that was shown off in this video? In my opinion, probably the Pokeball. Honestly, that was a lot of fun. But other than that, as the sun sets on the 257th day, I gotta say thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed May with Frey so far, because it's just getting better. We will see you next time. Bye!